Hi, I'm Darcyjusten, and welcome to Love Your Midlife. I'm so glad you're here. If you're here for the first time, I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. Also, up at the top, it says you can get your free midlife worksheet. If you sign up for that, you will also be on my email list to get other goodies when they come out. And also, if you are returning, I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're going to actually talk about the wonderful, wonderful part of midlife, which is where we get to really start thinking about living our life with more intention, with more purpose, with more clarity. What is it that we want to do? What is it that we want to make happen in the next few years? That's a big, big part of midlife. When does midlife start? I don't know. For you, it could be 40, could be 50. For me, it was late 50s. That's sort of when mine started. And it's when I just started looking at my life differently. I started wanting different things for my life. And that's really when your midlife starts, when you can start thinking that way and thinking about making those choices. Well, I have to tell you, it is summer in Virginia, which I love. And I love summer because every time I think of summer, I think of fun. I think of fun clothes. I think of fun drinks like margaritas. And it is definitely summer in the United States. So we are embracing fun, boating and the sun and doing all kinds of really interesting things. Funny enough, in midlife, we actually have to be intentional about having fun. Doesn't that sound crazy? Like, wouldn't we just get up in the morning and go, oh, my day's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun today. But actually, that's not what happens. What happens is we get wrapped up in everything that's going on in our world. And at the end of the day, maybe it was fun, maybe it wasn't. But I would like to suggest that maybe you make fun part of your daily routine, part of how you look at the summer. How can you have more fun in midlife? How can you bring it in? How can you enjoy it? And what kinds of things can you do to really embrace what you think is fun? So for all of us, fun is different, right? For some people, fun is buying fun clothes. Okay, these are pretty fun earrings, I'm going to admit. And the whole reason I bought these earrings, I was in the store and I was working on a community project and I went, oh my gosh, those earrings are so fun. I kid you not. And I do think they're fun. And when I wear them, people are like, oh, those are cool, but they make me smile. So whenever I look at buying things and getting things into my life, I want to make sure that I'm going to enjoy them, that they're going to bring something, right? A smile. What kinds of things could you notice that you could bring more into your midlife that would make you smile and make you have fun? Is it, oh, I really would love to play the guitar? Is it, I really want to take up photography? Is it maybe getting down and one time my granddaughters decided that there was this huge mud puddle and they were going to splash. And I went, why not? And I jumped in and I was covered with mud. And we were all laughing and giggling, jumping in the mud puddle. That was so much fun. But I had to stand there and go, yeah, you should go get in the mud puddle. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? So maybe you want to ride in a hot air balloon. Well, how do you spell fun? What is fun for you? First of all, you have to sort of think about that a little bit, right? And then you can start thinking about how to have it more in the course of your life. Um, Maybe it's more hobbies. Maybe it's, I really want to try this. I really want to try that, right? Maybe you want to make a bucket list and think of all the things that you would like to do in the next year or the next 5 years. I know for me, I always wanted to go skydiving. That spells fun to me, like fun and adventure. And so for Mother's Day, my kids bought me a gift certificate and I went skydiving. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. It was definitely on my bucket list and it definitely was something that I wanted to happen. And they helped make me happen, helped me make that happen. All right, so there are 3 or 4 things that I want to bring up that you can kind of think about. One is One way to really tap into what is fun for you is to release your inner child. And I know I've talked about this on my Facebook group and we've talked about it on different areas, but we all have that inner child that we get bigger and all of a sudden the inner child disappears, or they become like this little angry person in our life. So release your inner child and figure out what is fun. What was fun for you when you were a child and what is fun for your inner child. So it could be um, it could be something as simple as eating a popsicle. Like every once in a while, a popsicle is awesome, especially on a really hot day. It could be that maybe you loved to swim when you were a child and you would love to bring that back into your life. It could be that you loved to climb trees when you were little, and then you could bring that back into your world by making sure that you're out going on walks through the woods. Maybe you loved to finger paint, and maybe you could bring that back into your life. Maybe you love to make brownies when you were little and you're like, wow, I haven't made brownies in 20 years. So whatever it is that would spell fun and possibly give you a wonderful memory, maybe take a look back at what you really loved to do when you were a child. I know for me, I used to like to be outside and I love to catch toads. So every once in a while I'll see a toad running around in my yard. I'm like, oh, I need to go see the toad. I need to go hold the toad. And I know it's just me. I love toads. I don't like snakes and I don't like picking up snakes, but I do go back and think every once in a while intentionally about what I really loved about my childhood or what I really enjoyed or what I really liked to do. The other tip is make sure that you're taking some breaks. Don't pack your schedule so tight that you can't just take a day and go run away. Every once in a while, I'll look at my husband and I'll say, I think we should run away today. And we do. We get in the car, we go somewhere spontaneously, and we have lunch somewhere. And it always turns out to be the most wonderful day. It always turns out to be fun, and certain things come up. We have certain conversations. So don't be afraid to run away. Run away for a day, run away for a weekend, and it doesn't have to be a vacation. Sometimes vacations can be stressful, they have to be planned, you have to have all this money. So take that off the plate if that's not fun for you and go run away for a day. Go run away and or go run away for a weekend. And it doesn't, you can do it on any budget. On any budget, you can go away anywhere for a day. If you have a rainy day, go to the museum for a day. Go to the art museum and think about why you love certain art and what that brings up for you. Maybe that might be fun for you. Um, so don't be afraid to go out there and run away for a day. The other thing that's kind of a big deal for a lot of people is, I know this is going to sound very odd, but order something that you wouldn't normally order in a restaurant. For me, I try to watch my weight. I have such a battle with weight at my age. And so for me to really have fun at a dinner is to order dessert. And I know that sounds funny, but I don't normally eat the whole thing, but it's so good to just let go and order a dessert. So whatever spells fun for you when you go out to eat or when you're eating, mix it up sometimes. Just go, okay, I'm gonna have dessert tonight and I'm gonna do something else tomorrow. So make sure that you pamper yourself. A lot of people don't necessarily think about having fun is getting a massage or doing this or doing that. But when we pamper ourselves, it makes us feel really good. It definitely makes us feel really good about our self-esteem. I'm so worthy of this. I deserve this. Um, some people like to call it self-love, but it can be part of having fun. Whatever fun is for you, as far as pampering yourself, but make sure you pamper yourself. And that's another a really good, uh, a really good tip. So Do some kind of a dreamy activity. What does that mean? What is something that you think about if you had 10 minutes to say, oh my gosh, if I could do anything, I would go do this? What is that? I know for a friend of mine, she wants to ride in a hot air balloon. That's her dreamy activity. My dreamy activity would be probably to go sailing. I don't live on the water, and I think about that fairly often, and I think that that would be really fun. So, what kind of activity could you do that would be really fun that's sort of on that dreamy list? And maybe put that back on your list. Whatever it is that you dream about that you think would be fun. Do it. Put it on your list. The other thing that could be really fun is if you are thinking about getting a pet, get a pet. Pets are so much fun. If you're not really into the mess and taking care of them, then don't do it. But I am madly in love with my dog. Her name is Maggie, and she's actually right there next to me right now. Um, I love having a pet. I love taking care of her, especially since I'm an empty nester. And I had 6 children and I took care of everybody all the time. So I love having a pet. And you could get a turtle, you could get a bird, whatever it is that would spell fun for you. If you like being outside all the time, dogs are fantastic. If you're more of an introvert, um, maybe you might be more interested in having a cat that stays inside. But that's one thing you can do that's really fun. That's another thing you could do. Um, Another thing you could do, and I know I loved to do this when I was younger, is dance. So you could come up with a fun playlist this summer, and maybe that's your summer playlist. And as soon as you put that on, you go crazy. You go dance all over the house, and you have all kinds of fun. And people are like, "Did you make that playlist?" And you're like, "Yes, I did." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool and so fun." So, whatever it is that you need to think about with intention, with a little bit of purpose, I know that you can have a really fantastic summer. I know you can do things that you want to do. Sometimes we actually have to give ourselves a little bit of space and actually notice what it is that we love, what it is that makes us smile, what it is that we want to share with other people, and bring that back into our life and make that part of your summer. A summer of fun. So I hope that you come up with a lot of really great things. You're always welcome to share with me in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And don't forget, if you are stuck this summer, all you need to do is reach out to me because I am a midlife coach. And that's what I do is coach and midlife women like you that need a little extra help. So I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you're going to do something fun. Bye, loves.